very lovely hello to all my class 10th wonderful champions, class 10th board 2027 warriors. So I welcome you again on your favorite channel Deeksha Vedantu CBSE English, and this is your Sonu Sir. So before I start this video, I want to tell you one very important thing, my dear champion. Scoring 95 plus marks in board exam is not a big challenge for you all. If you stay very serious, determined, and if you study with proper strategy and approach, by clearing your doubt, by getting the clarity on concepts in mathematics, then only you will be able to score good marks in mathematics. Mathematics is not about rote learning. You cannot score good marks. You will be scoring marks in your small test like class test or formative assessment test, whatever, but you guys can't score good marks in board level exam, because the entire pattern of board exam is changing day by day. You guys will be getting a lot of competency based question will be there based on your daily life, practical life, application based questions will be there, which require your critical thinking, your mental ability, your mental toughness, your depth learning aptitude, right? Then only you guys will be able to solve the question in mathematics in board level. If you are not trusting my words, go and ask to your seniors, the students who have cleared their board exam and now studying in class 11. They will be clearing you what kind of question they got in the previous year board exam in class 10th, right? So they'll be clearing you doubts. So the entire pattern and strategy of the question, level of question, standard of question of class 10th board exam is changed. So my dear champion, studying only NCERT textbook will not be sufficient to lead you to get good marks in your board exam. You guys have to enhance your critical skill, critical thinking, and depth learning aptitude, my dear champions. So let's begin with chapter number 3, one short video, pair of linear equations in two variable. So my dear champion, first let's talk about what is called linear equations. So my dear champions, linear equations are the equations of degree 1. Linear equations mean the equations in which the exponent of variable will be 1, and two variables means what? What does it mean by two variable? There will be two variable x and y. So if we write x plus y and one pure constant, let's say this is 7, equals to 0. So x and y both are having degree 1, the exponent of both variable is 1. So this is linear equation. This is linear equation. Why I am calling this linear equation? Because the degree of this equation is 1. Degree means highest exponent of the equation. And if we talk about x and y, the power, the exponent of x and y is equal to 1. And that is the reason why this equation is called linear equation. Now moving to the chapter name is linear equations, pair of linear equations in two variables. So what does it mean by two variables? So can you see here, this is x and this is y. For your knowledge, I want to tell you one important thing here, students. This x and y is not fixed. Sometime when you will be solving the questions, different kind of questions, linear equations, sometime x may be positive 2, sometime x may be minus 3, sometime y will be 7, sometime y will be minus 8. So the value of x and y are not fixed. The values of x and y keep changes. The values of x and y are not fixed. It varies according to situation, according to the scenario, right? So if they varies, that is the reason why they are called variables. They are called variables. And how many variables are there? 2. So that is the reason why we can say this is two variables. Linear equation, why? Because the exponent of x and y is 1, and two variables, why? Because x and y both are variables. And one more thing is their pair. What does it mean by pair? Pair means in this particular chapter, in every question you will be getting two linear equations in two variable. In every question there will be two linear equations in two variable, and that is the reason why we are using the term here pair. So what you understand by pair of linear equations in two variable? In every question there will be two linear equations of two variable. right? So here the coefficient, the number which attached with x and the number which is which come in front of y, I mean the number which is attached with x and the number which is attached with y are called coefficient. So this is coefficient of x. If there is nothing, so coefficient will be 1, and here there is nothing, coefficient will be 1, right? So for the general format we use this format. So this is the first linear equation and this is the second linear equation. And for the coefficient present in the the numbers. So numbers, the number which is attached with x is called coefficient of x, the number which is attached with y is called coefficient of y, and this is, there is no variable, so this is pure constant, right? So all are, it may be positive, it may be negative, doesn't matter. A1, B1, C1 may be positive, may be negative. And similarly, I have already told you, in every equation there will be two linear equations, right? For the second linear equation, I am using the term 2, A2, B2, C2. So A1, B1, C1 are, A1, B1 are the coefficient of x and y in the first equation, and C1 is the pure constant. A2, B2 are the coefficients of x and y in the second equation, and C2 is the pure constant of second equation. I hope you are getting my point. Now, this question may be wandering in your mind. You might be thinking, sir, so why we are studying this chapter? I mean, what to do in this chapter? What we are going to do in this chapter? So basically, champions, we will be solving here the equations and we will be finding out the values of x and y. We'll be finding out the value of x and y here, and this is called solutions of pair of linear equation into variable. Pair of linear equation into variable. I mean, we will be trying to find out the value of x and y, the values of x and y which satisfy both the equations. Such values, those values of x and y are called solution, right? The value of x and y which will be satisfying both the equations. Let me give you an example. So let's we have 2x plus 3y minus 5 equals to 0, and one more equation, x minus 4y plus 3 is equal to 0. So how many equations we have? Two equations we have. In both the equations, how many variables are there? Two variables, x and y, present in both the equations. And what are the exponent? 1, 1, 1, 1. So they are linear equations in two variables. And how many equations are there? Two. So that's why they are called pair of linear equation in two variables. Now, I want to ask you, from you all, find out the value of x and y for these equations. I mean, we have to find out the value of x and y, the value which will be satisfying both the equations. Just imagine, just for assumption, I need to solve it, just for assumption. Let's say x is a, just for a while, please assume, and y, we got y is b. And if on putting x as a here, y as b here, x as a here, y as b here, if the result of both the equation is equal to 0 and this is also satisfying 0, 0, then only we can say that these two values x and y are the solution of the given linear equations. So we are tends to find out the value of x and y, such values or those values which satisfy both the equations, and that value is called solution. So we will be solving here the linear equations in two variable by different methodology. So we are having three methods: substitution method, elimination method, and cross multiplication method. But the third method has been excluded from your syllabus, which is cross multiplication. So we will be dealing with only two methodology: elimination method and substitution method here in class 10th, right? So we'll be solving here. Okay, so let's talk about few more thing. Okay, so let me erase this now. Now listen, champion. All linear equations, if we draw the graph, if we represent the linear equation on graph, so what happens? Linear means a straight line. Come on, champion. This linear, the term linear means straight line. Please keep it in mind. This linear implies straight line. So when you draw the linear equation on graph, I mean, if you represent the linear equation on graph, you always get straight line. Similarly, quadratic equation will give you parabolic curve. Linear equation will give you straight line. Now, my dear champion, in this chapter, how many linear equations we have in every equation? 2 linear equations. So when we draw the graph, when we represent both the linear equation on graph, so they might be intersecting sometime, they may be parallel to each other, or they may be coinciding on each other. So there are 3 possibilities. If we draw 2 linear equations simultaneously on a single graph, there are 3 possibilities. They may be intersecting each other, they may be parallel to each other, and they may be coinciding each other. So how many possibilities are there? 3 possibilities are there, champion, right? So let's move ahead. So linear equation, all linear equation gives straight line, gives straight line on graph, on graphical representation. Please keep it in mind. How many straight lines will be there? 2 straight lines will be there. Now the thing has become so interesting. If there are 2 lines will be there, so there are 3 possibilities. There are 3 possibilities. Both the lines may be intersecting each other. Second possibilities, both the lines may be coinciding each other. Let me use red color for the first line, red color, and the second line may be, I'm using yellow color. They may be coinciding each other. Both the lines are overlapping each other. And the third possibilities here we have, is they may be parallel to each other. Is it clear? See, if I'm telling you that linear equations are always straight line, so if linear equations are always straight line, and in this chapter, in every equation, how many linear equations will be there? 2 linear equations. And that is the reason why the chapter heading is pair of linear equations. So if 2 linear equations are there, and if you draw both the linear equations on same graph paper, so there are 3 possibilities. I'm talking about possibilities. I'm not sure whether the lines will be parallel, coinciding, or intersecting. We are not sure. When we get the solution of the linear equations and draw the graph of both the equations, then only the result will come in front of us. But without making graph, without drawing graph, we can also identify whether the linear equations will be intersecting, coinciding, or parallel. You may be amazed to hear you after hearing this. Yeah, sir, how is it possible to get this information whether the lines will be parallel, intersecting, or coinciding without drawing the graph? Yes, this is possible. What you need to do now, you have to focus on these 3 formulas. These are called comparison of the coefficient ratios of both the equations. So my dear champion, the first formula here is, so in every equation, how many linear equations will be there? 2 linear equations. And if the linear equations you have, you can easily identify A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. Now, if A1 by A2, the ratio of A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, it indicates that on graphical representation, the lines will be intersecting. So for intersecting, what is the situation? What is the condition? A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. If you get this situation, if this condition is fulfilling there, then you can say that the lines will be intersecting with each other. And if the lines will be intersecting with each other, so how many solutions will be there? Only one x and only one y, because this is the point. This is the point which is satisfying this line also and this line also, and the point is common. So only one solution will be there. Only one solution. I mean, how many values of x and y? Only one value of x and one value. So only one solution is possible. Don't worry, I'll be doing questions here also. Don't worry. This is one short video. Okay, now second is coinciding. So what is the condition for coinciding? If A1 by A2, the ratio of A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, and it is also equal to C1 by C2, means the ratio of all 3 coefficients A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. If this condition comes up in front of you, if this is fulfilling there, so we can say that how many solutions will be there? Infinite many solution will be there. Infinite many solutions will be there. And how it has become infinite many solution? Let me show you. My dear champions, if two lines are coinciding each other, and if we put a point here for this value of xy, so this value of xy is satisfying both the lines. We put one more point here, and there is one more x1 and y1 value. So this x1, y1 is satisfying both the lines. One more point. So if you take any point on the lines, all the points will be satisfying both the equations. Because why? Because both the lines are overlapping each other. Both the lines are coinciding each other. So how many possible solutions will be there? Infinite many solutions will be there. And what is the condition for infinite many solution? A1 by A2 will be equal to B1 by B2, will not be equal to C1 by C2, will be equal to C1 by C2. So if this condition comes up, it implies that the graphical representation will be of coinciding, and the algebraic solution will be there, infinite many solutions. So here everything is mentioned. So if A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2, so on graph the lines will be coincident, and the algebraic will be infinite many solutions. Now moving to third point. So if we talk about here the third point, third is parallel. So for parallel line, if this condition is there, A1 by A2 will be equal to B1 by B2 but not equal to C1 by C2. Means that the first two ratios are equal to each other. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 but not equal to C1 by C2. If this condition comes up, if this condition is coming there, so it implies that on graphical representation the lines will be parallel. Means the lines will not be intersecting each other at all. Never. They will never intersect each other because both are parallel to each other. So on graphical representation the lines will be parallel each other, parallel to each other. And if the lines are parallel to each other, now use your common sense. If we take a point here, will this point will be satisfying second line? No, that point is kept on first line, so that point will not be satisfying the second one. If we take a point here on this line, so will this point will be satisfying that? No, not at all. It will not be satisfying that point. If you take one more point on the first line, will it be satisfying this line? No. So whether you take a point on first line or second line, the point will not be satisfying the other one. If you take a point on first line, that point will not be satisfying the second point. If you take a point on a second line, that point will not be satisfying. So there will be no any common solution. There will be no common solution. 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 And we can also say simple, no solution will be there. There will be no any value of such value of x and y which will be satisfying both the equations. So my dear champion, for board examination point of view, this is very important. So A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 but not equal to C1 by C2. So on graphical representation it will be parallel lines, and algebraically no solutions will be there. Now you might be thinking, sir, this is a supplementary method. Sir, is it any method by which we can find out the solution by long method, algebraic method? So don't worry, this is the short trick, short method. You guys can identify whether the lines will be intersecting, parallel or coincident, and what will be the algebraic situation of the given equation, two equations, by using this short trick. So let me give you one question here. My dear, I am giving you a question here. So if 2x minus 3y plus 4 is equal to 0, the first linear equation is there, and one more we have is x minus 6y plus 4 is equal to 0. Now my question is, please give me answer about the graphical representation of these two equations. I mean graphical representation I'm asking to you all. Graphical means whether the lines will be parallel, intersecting, coinciding. So what you need to do, first find out A1, B1, C1. So my dear champion, the first equation is called 1 and the second equation is called 2. So all the coefficient of first equation will be termed as 1. So A1 will be 2 here, A1 is 2, B1 is this B1, B1 is coefficient of I, and if any coefficient is in negative form, negative, please write it down as it is in negative. So B1 is -3 and C1 will be 4. Similarly, find out A2. So A2 will be the coefficient of X. There is nothing. If nothing is there, 1 is there. 1. And B2, what will be B2 champion? The coefficient of Y, and the coefficient of Y is -6, and C2 is +4. So done, the half portion is done. We have identified A1, B1, C1, A2, B2. So now it's time to find out the ratio. So find out A1 by A2. So A1 by A2 will be equal to 2 divided by 1. So this is basically 2. Now find out B1 by B2. So B1, where is B1? B1 is -3 and B2 is -6. So this is cancelled here. 1 by 2, 3 to 6. So B1 by, now find out C1 by C2. C1 is what? 4. And this is 4, which is equal to 1. So can you see here, A1 by A2 is 2, B1 by B2 is 1 by 2, and C1 by C2 is 1. No one is equal to each other. So directly we are getting here from this, A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. So if A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, which of these three conditions is fulfilling? Please match. A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. That condition is present here. A1 by A2 is B1 by not equal to B1 by B2, which implies that only one solution, and when only one solution when it is possible on graph, when the lines will be intersecting each other. So my question was to give me information about graphical representation of these equations. So the graphical representation will be of these equation will be what, champion? Intersecting lines. Intersecting lines. So why intersecting lines? Because A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. I hope everything is clear here. And let me tell you, for board 2027 board exam, this is very important table. This entire table is very important. We will be doing a lot of questions here. So moving to next. Now the topic is solving the pair of linear equations in two variables. So my dear champions, now the question is how to find the values of x and y which satisfy both the equations. I mean, the topic is to finding out the solution. I mean the number of x and y, the values of x and y of the given equations. So solving the pair of linear equations, solving means, what does it mean by solving? Solving means to finding out the values of x and y. Simple. Solving means what? To finding out the value of x and y. So how many methods are there? The first method is separate, graphical method. So we can use the graphical method to find out the value of x and y of any pair of linear equation in two variables. The second method is algebraic method, right? And in algebraic method, we are going to talk about two methods, substitution method and elimination method. Both are very interesting, and the widely used method is substitution. I mean, most of the students generally use this. I believe this is also very good. Elimination method, I genuinely love this method, but this is also good. Okay, and this is separate. In this graphical representation, what we do, we take graph x and y. This is x, this is y, x and y, and we draw the graph of given linear equation, and we all know the graph of linear equation will always be a straight line. So if two straight lines are intersecting here, I mean this way, both are intersecting. So the point of intersection will be the solution. The point of intersection, this point of intersection here at this point, the value of x and y will be the solution. So this is called graphical representation. So what we used to do in graphical representation, we draw the graph of both linear equations in two variable, and we all know if linear equation in two variable is there, so they will be always straight line. So the point of intersection will give you the solution. The point of intersection, gives the what, my dear champion? Solution. Solution means x and y. So this is called graphical method. And if this question comes up in your board exam, so it directly carry 3 to 4 marks. and it already has been asked by CBSE a lot of time, several times. Solve the given linear equation by graphical method. So this is very important method, champions. So I hope everything is clear. Okay, we'll be doing questions based on this particular. Now the second method is substitution method, which comes under algebraic methodology. So what is substitution method? Let me show you by using an example. So let's say I have two equations, 2x minus y plus x minus 2y plus 4 is equal to 0, and one more equation we have 2x minus 3y plus 5 equals to 0. First find out, do we required to solve the linear equation or not? Do we required to solve the linear equation or not? So we'll be solving the linear equation into variable only when the linear equation falls under the category of intersecting line, I mean the unique solution. Then only we can solve. So if we compare a1 by a2, 1 by 2, and b1 by b2 minus 2 by 3, which is 2 by 3, so a1 by a2 is clearly not equal to b1 by b2. So if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, so it comes under the category of intersecting line, means unique solution. Yes, it indicates we can solve this equation. So this is the first equation and this is the second equation. I'm explaining here this first, substitution method. Now my dear champion, what do you understand by substitution method? Substitution method says that we need to substitute any equation in the second one. You can substitute equation 2 in first, or you can also substitute equation 1 in second. You are free to do follow to any one method in these two. You can put x value of x from equation 1 in the value at the place of x in second y, or you can place the value of x from second equation in the first equation. So you are free to obey any method. I mean, you are free to follow any method. So, but I'll be giving you few, tips and tricks how we decide. How we have to decide which equation we need to put in which equation. So equation 1 clearly says that the coefficient of x is 1. So if we operate equation 1, the coefficient of x is 1, so we can directly write the value of x as this minus 2y will go there, 2y, and plus this is this format. So we can modify equation 1, we can change the scenario, picture, structure of equation 1 as this, right? If any coefficient would be there, if any coefficient was there with x, so that value will come in division form. But luckily there is no any coefficient, so we can directly write x is equal to 2y minus 4. Now my dear champion, we can let's call this as equation number 3. So now we can write substitute equation 3 in second. If you will be putting equation 3rd in first, so again this automatically same equation will arise there, same equation will come there. So what we have to do, if you are modifying equation 1, then you have to put the modified equation in other equation. Please make sure. If you are modifying equation 2, then you have to put the modified equation in 1. This is the procedure, right? So let's put equation value of x here in this. So 2 into at the place of x, what we need to do, 2y minus 4, and this is minus 3y is already there. So what was our intention? Why we are putting this? Why we are doing this? To make the single variable. Now this entire equation has converted in the form of y. Only one variable is there. This was my intention, to change any equation in single variable format, so that we can directly do the mathematical calculation to find out the value of particular variable, right? So what is the meaning of substitution method? The main intention of substitution method to convert any particular equation in single variable, so that you can comfortably get the value of that variable, right? Now please follow the basic mathematics. 2 to 4, so this is 4y minus 2 4 8 minus 8 minus 3y plus 5 equals to 0. Now 4y minus 3y will become y, and minus 8 plus 5 will be minus 3. Y minus 3 is equal to 0. Wow, so we have y is equal to 3, and once you get the value of y, you can put the value of this in equation number 3 to find out x. So So x will be 2y minus 4. So 2y, y is 3. So x will be equal to 2. This is the answer. 3 to your 6, 6 minus 4 is 2. These are the values which will be satisfying both the equation. If you don't trust on my words, we can verify. So what does it mean by solution? What does it mean by solving the equations? Solving the equation means to find out, to get the value of x and y which will be satisfying both the equations. If you don't trust on my words, we can verify. So let's verify whether the values x and y we are getting here are correct or not. So please verify. So I'm doing here the verification. Let's just a second. So I'm doing here verification whether the values are correct or not. So let's put x and y here in this first equation. So x is 2, 2 minus 2 into y is 3 plus 4. Let's solve it. So 2 minus 2 through just 6 plus 4 plus 4. Oh my god, yes, this is correctly satisfying. Verified. So the values of x and y that we got here, x is 2 and y is 3, which is correctly satisfying equation number 1. Let's verify. You may be thinking, sir, please verify equation number 2. We haven't verified the equation number 2 as well. So let's verify. This was the equation number 1. Okay, now verify equation number 2. What is equation number 2? 2x. So 2 into x is 2 minus 2x minus 3y. So 3 into y is what? 3. And this is plus 5, right? So please check here. 2 to the 4 minus 3 3 is 9 plus 5. So 5 plus, wow, 9 minus, wow, it is also verified. So this x and y both are correct because these values x and y, both the values are satisfying in this equation, and such values are called solution. So I hope you have understood what is called substitution method. So please, if you want to take screenshot, guys, please take screenshot because I need some little space to make you learn the elimination method, everyone, to teach you all elimination method. So should I move ahead? Moving to ahead. Okay, so moving ahead to elimination method. So to get the elimination method, let's take the same equation that we took here to teach you guys substitution method. So what was the equation here? X minus 2y plus 4 is equal to 0. 2x minus 3y plus 5 equals to 0. I hope this was the equation. So x was 2. Let's verify. X was 2 and y was 3. Let's check. 2. So 2 to 2 minus 4. So 2 to 3 to the 6. So 2 plus 4. Correct. Here also 2 to the 4. And this is 5. 3 3 are 9. So 4 plus 9, absolutely correct. So this was the equation. Now I hope you guys have now clarity of substitution method. Now moving to elimination method. My dear champion, I hope you guys have already heard the word elimination in normal conversation. Do you know what does it mean by elimination? Elimination means to vanish the identity of anything. To vanish, to destroy the identity of any particular thing. We all know in reality shows, the last stage comes up in singing competition, in comedy competition, in stand-up comedy, you know, eliminator round. Today is elimination. Today is eliminator round. So elimination means some candidate, some participants will be, will go their home fully. They will be, their participation will be cancelled. They will not be there in the competition longer on. Completely cancelled. So their identity will be completely destroyed, vanished, right? So such method is called elimination. Now you might be thinking, sir, what does it mean by elimination in this chapter? In equation, what we are talking about. So here we will be eliminating entire x family or entire y family of the equations, right? So eliminating the variable entirely. Whether you can eliminate the x variable entirely of the both equations or from the y. Chalo. So let's talk about. Okay, so what we need to do, we can eliminate x family or we can eliminate y family as well. So I want to go with x. Why? Because the coefficient of x in second equation is 2 and the coefficient of x in first equation is 1. So before applying the elimination method, we always make sure to make the coefficients similar. I mean, if the coefficient of x in second equation is 2, then we have to convert the coefficient of x in first equation also as 2. So for this, what we have to do? We have to multiply this entire equation from 2 and with this entire equation by 1. And this equation, this and this family, this x family and this x family, both are in positive form. And if we want to eliminate the x family, what we have to do? What we need to do? We have to subtract the equations. Then only they will be cancelling each other. Why? Because they both are in positive format. So after multiplication, what will be the new equation? The equation will be 2x minus 2 to the 4y plus 4 to the 8 equals to 0, and this entire equation will remain as it is because we are multiplying with a 1. 2x minus 3y plus 5 equals to 0 plus 5. Now subtract. Why we are subtracting? Because doing only subtraction, we can vanish this x family. See, this is not fixed that you have to eliminate only x family. My dear champions, you guys can eliminate y family also. If any one of you want to vanish the y family, you need to multiply this equation from 3, so that 3 to the 6 will become, and this equation by 2, because 3 to the 6. Here 2 3 are 6, here 3 to the 6. So you are free to vanish any family, whether you want to eliminate x family or you want to eliminate y family, champions. There is no fixed scenario there. You have to eliminate only x family by adding. No, you can, whether you can add the equation, you can subtract the equation, you can eliminate x family, you can eliminate y family. Your hand is free for everything. But make sure when the signs are same, here the x family is positive and y family is positive. In this case, you can only subtract the equation. You cannot add the equation. When the equation will be adding? When one family, one x is in positive and other x family is in negative. I mean, when both the signs are different from each other. Whether this y is positive, this is negative, or this is positive, this is negative. If one is in positive form and other is in negative form, then only you can add. And if the signs are same, say as per in this situation, x family is also positive, y family is also negative. So we can only subtract. And why I preferred to eliminate x? Because we only need to multiply first equation from 2, and this equation will as it is remain as it is there. So that's why I'm prioritizing x family. Now subtract. So we all know on subtraction sign changes. So plus sign will become negative sign will become positive sign negative. Oh my God, cancel. Minus 4y plus 3y. So this will become minus y, because plus minus. So 4 minus 3 will be 1, and the greater value is in negative form, so negative sign will carry forward. And this is 8 minus 5, so 8 minus 5 will be plus 3 is equal to 0, because positive 8 is greater than 5 and 8 is in positive form, so that will be carried out. So we have minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. So what will be y? Y is equal to 3. If you remember, in substitution method, what was the value of y? Oh my God, the value was 3. Which is absolutely correct. We are getting by elimination method also. Now, once you get the value of y, so what you have to do? Now put this value of y in any one equation. In any equation. You can put whether it is in first equation or second equation. Original one I'm talking about. So now, I'm putting here, so x minus 2 into y is 3, so I'm putting 2 into 3, plus 4 is equal to 0, so x minus 6 plus 4 is equal to 0, so x minus 2 is equal to 0, so x, wow, same value. When we used substitution method, this was the result. Is it clear? So this is the beauty of maths. Whether you apply substitution method, result was this, or you apply elimination method, we are getting same result here. I hope your confidence is little bit, increasing. Yeah, moving to next. Okay, so my dear champion, now let's talk about the variety of question that may come in front of you from this chapter. See, till now whatever I taught you is the basic concept that you required to follow in this particular chapter to solve the questions. Basic requirement, how to solve the linear equation. Now let's talk about the categories of the questions. I mean the different corner by which from which question comes up, question construct. So the first is age concept. So sometime you will be getting here in this chapter, 4 years ago the father age was thrice of his son, from 3 years now the age will be, so what are the present ages of father and son, such questions. So this is called age concepts. So I'm not going to do any question right now. Let's talk about concept first. So my dear champion, whenever age question comes up, so what you need to do, the important point, important note, always follow this, champions, please always follow this. If you get question, age related question, so important note, my dear, always read the question carefully and identify how many persons are there. So important note means what you have to do, identify, or we can say check the number of individual, or I can say persons, number of persons in the question. The first logic is this. If the question is like the mother's age is 5 times of her daughter's age, after 6 years the mother's age will become 2 more than its daughter's age, then what are their present ages? So if I look at the question, how many persons here we are talking about? There are 2 persons. We are talking about mother and her daughter. So how many persons are there? 2 persons. So let's check always in every question. If the question is age related, check or identify the number of persons in the question. Now after getting the information, I mean how many persons are there, always let the second important point, always the first is always let their which age, champion? Present age. And I know you're not sure about the present ages. There are few conditions before 2 years. I mean we are talking about past, and after 6 years we are talking about future, but we don't know the present ages. So always let their present ages be. If 2 persons are there, so we can say the present age of father is X year, the present age of son is Y years, so be X and Y years. Once you get the value, once you assume their present ages, then only you can write the equation after reading the information given there. Otherwise you cannot write. And if the equation, you cannot form the equation, how is it possible that you can solve the equations? You cannot. The answer will not come in front of you. So the first condition, the first demand of age related question is to form the equation. And to form the equation, to make the equation, these are required. Now if you read the, after assuming, letting the present ages, read the questions carefully, and what you have to do, form the equations. Yes, these are the demands to solve the age related questions. Okay, so we'll be solving the question later on, don't worry. Okay, now 2-digit number concept. What is called 2-digit number concept? So my dear champion, if we talk about here 2-digit numbers, so 2-digit number starts from 10, right, and it goes to 99. The first 2-digit number is 10 and the second 2-digit number is 99. Now the first question that you should know, sir, what kind of question comes up in this, from this particular point, 2-digit number concept. So basically the question comes up like, please listen, the question comes up like the sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 27. After reversing the digits, and adding both the numbers, the addition become 49. So what will be the number? Find out the number. So such question comes up. Or there is also chances to get this question. Let me tell you, there is a two-digit number. There is a two-digit number whose sum of the digits are 11. So if the sum of digits are 11, so number may be 92 or 29, 83, 38, 74, 47. There are so many possibilities. So you may be stuck. Sir, how to find? So let me complete the question. So the question will be, in a two-digit number, the sum of digits is 11, and the unit digit is twice of the tenth digit. Find out the number. This is also maybe there. So how to find? So let me give you the tips and tricks for this. So always what you need to do, if the question comes up from this particular portion, two-digit number concept, so let's talk about tips that usually toppers follow and even teachers follow. So I'm giving you tips and tricks. So in two-digit number, what you have to do, always first work should be there. It should be your first work, and writing this statement in the solution of that question will give you half or 1 mark, champion. So please make sure to write this. So always let the required always let the required two-digit number, always let the required two-digit number as 10x plus y. Please, my dear champion, always let the two-digit number be 10x plus y. Okay? Sir, it is so confusing. So how you are writing? Why you are pulling all the two-digit numbers in this format? So let me show you the beauty of this format, champions. If you can observe here, the world's first two-digit number is 10, and the world's last two-digit number is 99, because after 99 100 comes up, which is having 3 digits. So this is the first two-digit number, and this is the second two-digit number. The last two-digit number. So every two-digit number starts from 10, and that is the reason why the general format of two-digit number is written as 10x plus y. Yes, and here this y, let me write here, this y is one digit. This y is basically one digit, and this x, this is 10th digit. This is 10th digit. How? Let me show you. My dear champion, if we write here 47, let's assume 47 we have, and in 47, if we assume y as 7 and 4 is x, and I have already mentioned here y is basically 1st digit and this is 10th digit. So if we have x as 4 and y as 7, now put these two values in this format. So 10x plus y, so what will be the result? Come on, 10 into 4 plus 7, which is 40, plus 7. Oh my god, we are getting 47, same. So world's all two-digit number comes in this category. If I give you one more example, this was the first example. Let's say this is the second example. This is, for example, 58. What does it mean by 58? 58 means what? 50 plus 8. 50 plus 8. And 50 can be written as 10 into 5. 10 into 5 plus, oh, now look at this. Look at this extended format of 58. Here, 8 is visible here, and you can observe 5 as here. So this implies that this is exactly 10x plus y. This is exactly 10x plus y, my dear champion. So every two-digit number, this is 10x plus y. So every two-digit number falls in this. So the general format of two-digit number is 10x plus y. Please write it down, everyone. And x and y as what? X and y are what? Y is that 1st digit and x is the 10th digit. Right? I hope you are getting my point. So this is the concept. So the important tips and trick is, please always let the required two-digit number as 10x plus y. You have to do this. Always write the required two-digit number as 10x plus y. And second, what should be there? What you need to follow? Read the question carefully. And what, my dear? Form the equation. And once you form the equation successfully, the rest work is mathematics. And this is the general format 10x plus y. And after reversing the digit, what will be the general format? After reversing the digit, this format will become 10y plus x. If we reverse the digit, I mean 47, after reversing 47, it can be written as 74. If we reverse 58, it will be 85. So 47 can be written as, after reversing, 74, and the reversed number of 58 will be 85. So this is the general format that we required. And after reversing the digit, the numbers can be written as 10y plus x. Sometime in different question, you will require this also. It will be also required for you. Okay. I hope two-digit number concept is clear. Moving to next. Okay. Now the third concept is a both stream concept, everyone. Both stream concept. What does it mean by both stream concept? So let me give you clarity here. So basically, this is important. So my dear champion, let's assume there is a river. This is river here, and this river is filled with water here, and here in this first case I'm giving you, this is the first case, and in first case water is still, I mean the water is at rest. The river is not flowing, the water is at rest, the stream of water is at rest. So if the water is at rest, there is a boat, and a fisherman is sailing the boat in this direction, and the boat is having the speed of boat, which situation? Still water. So speed of the boat in rest water, let's assume x km/h. This is the speed of boat the fisherman sailing, whether it is in this direction doesn't matter. So x km/h. So the speed of boat in still water, I mean the stream of water is at rest. This is there. Now moving to second. So in second case, stream of water, or we can say river is flowing, water is flowing, we can say water, the water inside the river, the water which is filled in river started flowing. Here the water was at rest, and after releasing the water from any dam which is connected to this river, the water gets started flowing in several directions, in any direction. So water started flowing. So there will be some speed of water, and here in this first situation, I am giving you the fisherman is sailing the boat in the direction of stream of water. So this is called downward direction, everyone. Please, downward direction. I'm teaching you downward direction. What does it mean by downward direction, champions? Let me show you with diagram. So this is here river, this is river, okay. Let me draw diagram neat and clean. This is river here, and the stream of water, the current of water here, the water is flowing in this direction. The white arrow is representing the flow of water, and the flow of water is having speed y km/h, the stream of water, because x we have already taken for the speed of boat in still water. So okay, and now here is boat, this is the boat, this is the boat, and boat, what was the speed of boat in rest water? That was the x. So the speed of boat is, the boat has already speed because the boat was already moving, and now the water is also moving in the same direction. So the earlier speed of boat was x km/h. Now the stream of water will also be favoring the speed of water. The stream, the current of water will be helping out the boat, the fishermen, to move the boat in the forward direction, because now water is moving. So what happens? The speed of boat will be increased because the speed of water is also in the same direction of boat. So this is called downward speed, champion. This is called downward direction, and we can also say downward speed. Downward, we have already mentioned here. Downstream, we can say. Here is downstream. This is called downstream, champion. This is downward. So this is called downstream. Okay. So this is called downstream. Okay, so what will be the downstream speed, everyone? The downstream speed is the situation when the boat goes in the direction of stream of water. So downstream speed, downstream means with stream of water. Downstream, x plus y, the speed will be added up. Why? Because both are in the, this is in the direction and this is also in the same direction. So this is called downstream speed. So I hope you can now understand the scenario of downstream speed and downstream direction. Now moving to third case. Third case, everyone, please look at here. Third case, and third case is basically this is called upstream basically. So I'm mentioning here, let me use white color, single. So this is called upstream. Upstream means when the boat will be going in the opposite direction of flow of water. Means there will be opposition of water. Means the water is flowing in this direction and I'm swimming in this way, in the opposite direction of stream of water. So this is called, my dear champion, upstream speed. Upstream speed. And what will be the upstream speed? The original speed without flow of water, the original speed was x. And now if the, let me show you with diagram. This is the river here. This is the river, and the water of river is now the water of river, the river is flowing in this direction, and the fisherman is still wants to go in this direction. Both are opposite. So this is current of water, this is stream of water. This arrow, the bigger arrow, is showing stream of water. Here this was the stream of water. Stream of water. Okay. Okay, so now this is the boat, and the boat is having speed x km/h in the rest water, and the stream of water is having speed y km/h. So now the boat will be moving in this direction with lot of opposition, with lot of resistance, with lot of pressure. So the speed will go down. The speed of boat will be decreased. Why? There is some opposition which is opposing the movement of the boat. So this is called upstream speed. So what will be upstream speed, everyone? Upstream speed. So the upstream speed will be x, and this is opposing factor. So x minus y, the speed will decrease. X minus y km/h. The speed of boat will be decreased, and I have already mentioned here. And here, what is x? X is the speed of boat in the still water, and y is the speed of stream. I hope everything is clear. So my dear champion, in downward direction speed increases, in upward direction speed decreases. I hope everything. You can keep these two terms in your mind by taking the example of waterfall. At any waterfall, if you drop a stone in downward direction, so stone is going with the water, with the waterfall, so the speed will be increasing tremendously. But if you throw a piece of stone near the waterfall in upward direction, the stone will be going in upward direction with lot of pressure, because water coming down is pushing the stone in downward direction, so the speed will be decreased. So you can keep the concept of waterfall. So down means downward direction of waterfall, and upstream means upward direction of the waterfall. So we can keep it in mind. Moving to next. Okay, everything is done, the concept is done. Now moving to questions. So few questions are there. So look at the question, champion. Question number 1. If 12x plus 13y is equal to 29 and 13x plus 12y is 21, so what will be the x plus y? So let's do. So the first equation is 12x plus 30y, which is equal to 29, and the second equation is 13x plus 12y is equal to 29. This is the first equation and this is the second equation. Let's add both the equations. How I came to know that we need to add the equations? Because in such questions, when the exponents are exactly reversed, the exponent of x in the first equation is the exponent of y in the second equation. The exponent of y in the first equation is the exponent of x in the third equation. In such type of question, as per the experience, I know I'm a teacher, so as per the experience that I possess, I can understand it, right? But when you'll be doing a lot of practice, lot of question from R.S. Agarwal, R.D. Sharma, NCERT, such concept will automatically come in your mind as well. So it's all about practice, my dear. Self-determination, honesty. So let's add both the equation. So 12x plus 13x will be what? Will be what? This will be 35. Sorry, 35, no, 25. This is 25x. Right, everyone? This will be 112, 25x. And this is 13y plus 12y will be 25y. And 29 plus 21. 29 plus 21 will be 50. Right? Can we take 25 as common? Oh, automatically x plus y is equal to 50. Now 25 will cancel this by 2, because 25 will come this side, so it will go in divide form. So 25 will be, so x plus y we have is equal to 2. Any option is there? The question is asking x plus y. This is 2. Option number 2, C will be correct. Clear, everyone? Moving to next. Okay. Oh, now age concept question. I have already taught you the concept of age. These are the important note. Identify or check the number of persons. So let's apply these 3 points to do this question. Wow, age concept. So my dear, please focus here. So look at the question. A father is three times as old as his son. In 12 years time, he will be twice as old as his son. The sum of the present ages of father and the son is what? My dear, what was the first point in age concept theory? The first point is check how many persons are there. Identify how many people are there. So there are two people, father and son. So we are talking about two individuals, father and son. So what we have to do? Let their present ages. Suppose their present ages first. Why we are prioritizing, why we are giving a lot of importance to letting the present ages? Let me show you an example. My dear champion, if I ask you from you all, how old I was 2 years back, 2 years ago, how old I was, you cannot answer this question. I'm asking you, what was my age before 2 years back? You cannot answer this question because you don't know my present age. If you don't know my present age, it is not possible to you to identify my age 2 years, 3 years back, or after 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. You cannot. So to visualize, to identify the future age or past age of any individual, first we should know their present ages. Then only we can do anything, any operation. So same situation here also. So what we have to do, we have to assume, suppose the father present age be x years and suppose son's present age be y years. So let's solve this question. So I'm writing here, suppose the present ages of father and son be x years. Please make sure to write the unit because we are talking about age, so age will go in years format because here is mentioned x years and y years respectively. You can write the suppose line in this format, or you can write in separate also. Let the father present age be x years, let the son's present age be y years. You can follow anything. Okay, everything is clear? Okay, so this is the father's present age and this is the son's present. Now moving to question. Now read the question carefully. A father is means what? We are talking about present tense. Is means present tense. Is means present. We are talking about present scenario, present situation. So a father is 3 times in presently. So now according to question, father is x, so x is equal to, because here is x is 3 times as old as his son. So what is the age of son? That is y, and father's age is 3 times. So 3 times means multiply. Please make sure everyone, times means multiply. So 3 into y. So the first equation is ready. And we all know, we all are dealing with pair of linear equations in 2 variables. So how many equations we should have? 2 equations. So first equation is ready. The second equation will come from the next statement. So what is the next statement? In 12 years time, in 12 years times means what? In 12 years time, it means we are talking about future. We are talking about future. How old I will be after 2 years? So I have to add 2 in my present age. So whenever we talk about future, always use plus sign. When we talk about past, always use negative sign, minus sign. So in future, plus will come. So in 12 years time, he means father will be twice as old as his son. My dear, father and son, both are human beings. So if the father will become 12 years older, so son will also become 12 years older because both are human beings. Now read the question. In 12 years, the father age will be, so x is the present age. So in 12 years, the father will become x plus 12. Will be twice, thrice, 3 times, 2 times means what? Multiplication. So twice means 2 will be multiplied. By which? Twice as old as his son. So whatever the age of son will be after 12 years, the father will be at that time 12 2 times. So the son's present is y, so son will also become y plus 12. This second statement is ready. In 12 years, father is also becoming 12 years older and son is also becoming 12 years older. And the father's age is twice of the son's age after 12 years. Now please modify this. So x plus 12 can be written as 2y plus 24. Now this 12 will go there. So this equation can also be written as x is equal to 2y and this 12 will go there. So 24 minus 12 will be 12. This is the second equation. My dear champion, we have both the method. We can use substitution method or elimination method. So this is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. This is also x is equal to 3y and this is also x equal to this whole format. So we can apply substitution method. So from equation, we can directly write here, from equation 1 and 2, x can be written as 3y. So this will become 3y is equal to 2y plus 12. This 2y will go there, so y will be equal to 12. So the son's present age is 12 years. Now what will be the age of fathers? percentage. So x is equal to 3y. So this will become 3 into y we have already calculated. So x is equal to 36. So son's father percentage is 36 and the son's percent is 12, but this is not the question. The question is what will be the sum of their percentages, sum of their percentages. So sum of their percentages means x plus y will be this. So answer is 48 years. Please check any option is there. 48 years. Option number 2 will be the correct answer. I hope everything is clear. Moving to next. Okay, again age concept. Hot question, most expected question. Wow. 16 years ago. Oh my God. What does it mean by ago? Ago means minus sign will come. Minus sign will come. Ago means we are talking about future. This we are talking about future. 16 years ago, at the time of marriage, Ajay was 5 years elder to his wife. The present age of wife and Ajay are in the ratio 8:9. Find their percentages. Again, same concept will be used here. We are talking about two. How many individuals are there? Ajay and his wife. So what we need to do? Let their percentages. So suppose here Ajay's present age be what? X years, right? And now his wife's present age be Y years. Once you supposed their percentages, now you need to read the question carefully. So 16 years ago, at the time of marriage, Ajay was 5 years elder to his wife. 16 years ago. Come on, champion. 16 years ago. So if we talk about here, listen, read the question carefully. So 16 years ago. So as a percentage is x. So 16 years ago, according to question, x minus 16. Because we need to do minus because we are talking about future. We are talking about past. Ago means past. From now, after means future. But here is ago. Ago means champions. Ago means past. We are talking about past. So we have to subtract here. 16 years ago, at the time of marriage, Ajay was 5 years elder to his wife. So my dear champion, 16 years ago, so wife will also be y minus 16. Y minus 16 because we are talking about 16 years ago, right? Now 16, 5 years. Ajay was 5 years elder, so we have to add here plus 5. Elder means 5 years more. For example, I am 2 years older of my sister right now. So if the age of sister is 16, so I will be 18 years. So elder means number will be adding there. So at the time of marriage, it means 16 years ago, x minus 16. Ajay is 5 years elder, so we are adding here 5, and wife will also be of age y minus 16, right? Because we are talking. Now can we please modify this? So x minus 16 is equal to y minus 16 plus 5. Please modify this. So this 16 will be cancelled. 16 will be cancelled. So we have x is equal to y plus 5. This equation. Now moving to next. Okay, so now the present age of wife and Ajay are in the ratio 8:9. Perfect. So x ratio y percentage, these are the percentages, 8:y. So this is, can we please multiply? So 9x will be equal to 8y. This is the second equation. We can use substitution method. We can substitute here this. So substituting equation 1 in second. Why we are substituting? To make the single variable. Okay, so 9 into, at the place of x we can put here y plus 5. At the place of x we can put y
plus 5, and this is already 8y. Please solve this. So 9y plus 45 is equal to 8y. So this 9y will go there. This is 9y, 9 5 is 45. This is 8 ratio. Oh, sorry. This is the present age of the wife. This is very confusing. The ratio, the present age of wife. Wife is coming first. And Ajay. So what is the present age of wife? Y. So Y will come here in numerator because wife is first. So slight mistake here. So what we have to do, please make sure to read the question very carefully. So this will become this, and here this. So this format will entirely change. So because in the ratio wife is first, Ajay is coming later. So this is y. So the percentage of wife is y, and this is x. So this is y by x. So this will be 9y is equal to 8x. Now we can substitute equation. Substituting equation 1 in first, so in second. So 8 into, at the place of x, y will 5. Y plus 5 will come, and this is already 9y. Could we please multiply? So 8y plus 40 is equal to 9y. So 8y will go there. So 9 minus y will be y. So we have y is equal to 40. And once we get y, what will be x? So x will be, this is y plus 5. So 40 plus 5 will be 45. This is, no, this is not the answer. Now read the question. Find their ages at the time of their marriage. And that is why this question is hot. This is not the answer. This is their present ages. X and Y are the present ages of Ajay and his wife. The question is asking of their ages at the time of their marriage. So at the time of marriage, when they got married, they married 16 years ago. So I'm writing here the final solution. Their ages at the time of marriage. Okay, their ages at the time of marriage. So Ajay age was x minus 16. So x is 45 minus 16. So what will be the answer? The answer will be 29. So 29 years. Ajay was 29 years old, right? And his wife age is y minus 16. And where is y? Y we have is 40. So 40 minus 16, this will be 40 minus 16, this will be 24 years. So Ajay was 29 years old, and his wife was 24 years old at the time of marriage. This is the answer. A good question, I can say simply. Please take a screenshot for your future help. 29 years. I hope everything is clear. Moving to next question, number 4. Find the values of a and b for which the following system of equation have infinitely many solutions. Do you know, champion? What is the condition for infinitely many solution? If you remember, for infinitely many solution, this is the situation. I've already taught you. For infinitely many solutions, a1 by a2 should be equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. This is the condition for infinite many solution. So if we apply same condition here in question number 4, so we can solve comfortably. So find out a1. So a1 is the coefficient of variable x in equation number 1. So a1 is 1 x. b1 is coefficient of y in first equation, this is 2, and c1 is what? C1 is what? See, my dear champion, let me give you a few more clarity. If this c perfect number is at the right side of equal, and in this equation number 2, the pure constant ab minus 2 is also at the right side of the equal, so we don't need to bring the pure constant term in the left side. No, if both are at the same spot, please stay keep remain the values as it is. I mean 1 is at the right side of equation number 1, right side of equal, and this pure constant in second equation is also at the right side of equal, so we don't need to change, so we can directly write here 1. Now a2 is what, my dear champion? A2 is a minus b, coefficient of x. Except x, everything is coefficient, so this is a minus b. Where is y? b2 is coefficient of y, which is a plus b. And where is c2 is pure constant, this a plus b minus 2. This is, so the half portion is solved. If you can identify a1, a2, b2, a2, b2, c2, the 50% of the solution is already done. Now for infinity many solution, this is the condition: a1 by a2 must be equal to b1 by b2 and should be equal to c1 by c2. This is the scenario for this infinite many solution. Now put the values. So a1 is 1, divided by a2 is a minus b. Similarly b1 is 2 and b2 is a plus b, equal to c1 is 1 and c2 is a plus b minus 2. Now you can select these two. If we take these two, cross multiply this, so a plus b will be equal to 2a minus 2b. Now we can take minus 2b that side, so minus 2b plus b will be 3b, and this a will go there, so 2a minus a will be a. So we have one more new relation, a is equal to 3b. Okay, now you can take any these two relations. So on comparing these two, first and second, we got this situation, but all three are equal to each other, so we can make any pair. We are free to make any pair for our comfortability, because all three are equal to each other. So if we take these two pairs, so 1 by a minus b, 1 by this, so we can directly write a minus b. Now a minus b is equal to a plus b minus 2, and a is already equal to 3 by 2, so we can replace. By the way, a is cancelling here, and this minus 2 will go there, so minus 2 will become plus 2, and minus 2b will go there, this is 2b, b plus b will 2b, so b we have is 1, and if b is 1, so a will be what? A will be 3 into 1, so a is equal to 3. This is the answer. Hence find the value of, so answer is a is 3 and b is 1. This is the answer. Very easy. What is the important thing here in this question? What is the important thing in this question? After looking at, are you able to select the formula or not? This is the important thing. And the rest work is mathematical calculation, basic mathematics. After looking at this, have infinite many solutions, are you able to remind this formula or not? That is the most important thing. Right, moving to next. Okay, so this is from CBSE sample paper 2026, very easy question. The monthly income of RN and Babban, so whatever few theoretical condition is given to you, and we have to find out the monthly incomes basically. We don't know what is the monthly income of RN and Babban. So what we have to do here, please suppose their monthly incomes. Whatever the question is asking at the end, in word problem question from this chapter, whatever the question is asking which is present at the end, find this, always suppose that, always let that value. So in this question there are two friends, Aryan and Babban, and few conditions are given there, some stories are given there, and the question is asking we to find out the monthly income of both. We are not confirmed, we are not sure what is their monthly income. So what we need to do here, we have to suppose the monthly income of Aryan be X rupees and the monthly income of Babban be Y rupees. Right, and after going through the question, we have to make equation. And so let's try this question. I'm giving you this question for your homework. I'll be doing this question in next session. Please try, and the student who can find the answer of this question comfortably, please put it in comment section. Yes sir, I am done with the question. This is very easy for me. I will be waiting for your response, everyone. So let's try this question. Okay, so few questions are also there. Meena went to a bank through. These are the, I'm giving you these questions as an homework, and I'll be coming out with one more video
In that video, I'll be doing only numericals, only questions. In this one short video, I have done with all the concept explanation, everything is done. Introductory part. So I hope this video will be very helpful for you all, everyone. You will find this video as game changing for you all, and upstream downstream question. So one more session I'll be coming out. I'll be providing you a few more videos on pair of linear equation into variable. We'll be solving entire NCERT textbook numericals, R.D. Sharma numericals, R.S. Agarwal numericals. My dear champions, class 10th warriors, if you are having any kind of doubt regarding your preparation, regarding your board strategy, how you should study mathematics, what should be the approach, proper planning, whatever kind of problem you have, my dear champion, please leave your question in comment section. Being a math teacher, this is my responsibility to resolve your each and everything. And for your clarity, let me tell you honestly, this year, I mean, the question that you will be getting in your board exam 2027 next year, the question paper will be entirely different. If you guys are, I mean, relying formally on previous year question paper only, if you are depending on previous year question paper, NCERT textbook, so doing previous year questions paper only, doing NCERT textbooks is not sufficient to lead you good marks in your board exam. Now the entire pattern of the board exam is changed. I'm not scaring you at all. This is not my intention to discourage you, to demotivate you, everyone, but the reality you should know, so that you guys can plan accordingly, you can prepare your board exam accordingly. So your critical thinking, your problem solving skill, your approach how to solve the realistic problem, real life application based question in exam, that matters a lot, because the question, 80% question will be new. Every year the question will become new, because the question is going to be from your day-to-day life. So anything they can ask. Anything can be asked by CBSE in your exam. So please solve NCERT. Make sure to solve entire NCERT textbooks very quickly till October, at least till October. Your NCERT should be finished, so that you guys can focus. You guys utilize your lot of time on different textbook. I mean, the textbook will be available in the market, which will be helping you out to solve real life application based question, case study questions, right, assertion reason questions. Okay, so make some plan and make sure to study your mathematics with very smart approach. Don't indulge in different kind of thing. Don't move frequently on different kind of reference books. First, prioritize your NCERT, give value, lot of importance to NCERT textbook, and then only make sure to switch on different kind of study material or book, right? And stay connected with this channel especially, because the teachers, the faculty member present here on this channel are dedicatedly providing you quality content that will be genuinely help you out to enhance your confidence, to make you well prepared for your board exam 2027, because we have proved this year, lot of students we produced, I mean, they scored 95 plus in mathematics. Yes, lot of students are there. We'll be publishing the interview videos of few topper students from our channel, everyone. They were strictly connected with our channel. They were not following any kind of digital platform, different kind of study material. They were stick with our channel, different faculty members, and they really proved, they performed well in their board exam, right? So this is all about. So my dear champion, my dear class 10th students, if you are having any problem, please do comment, leave your query in your comment section, and I'll be resolving your problem. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for having me. Stay blessed, listen your parents, obey them, and yes, take care of yourself. Thank you so much, everyone.